Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 10 Chinese Tech Tree Heavy, the BZ-75, which is my favorite Tier 10 in the game. This vehicle is super fun because of its gun depression sitting at 8 degrees, the fact that it has fantastic mobility for a heavy tank, and it has a derp gun, which does 620 damage on the standard, and if you load high explosive, 780. But unlike the 183, or the Caliban, or any cringe high alpha vehicle, this tank is skill-based, because it doesn't have that much pen with the high explosive, and not only that, but you don't have a lot of DPM, nor accuracy. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, you might notice something about this camo I'm running, which is incredibly cool. We have freaking rockets! It's absolutely epic. Also, we're going over here, E5. I'm forcing you. But yeah, this camo actually has working rockets, which is epic. I don't know why Wargaming couldn't have done that themselves, but, you know, why be fun and a good company and add cool, exciting things into the game when we can be boring and not do any of that and make a super ugly legendary camo for the tank? So we are going to cross here, and just like that, we are now in cover. Okay, let's see, we got the 4202. Oh, what am I looking at, bruh? What am I looking at here? Well, we have the 60 TP, and we get a nice shot straight through his armor. It's a good example of where the pen of 270 is actually pretty solid on this tank. Now, this vehicle does not have good damage per minute. In fact, it's one of the lowest DPM tanks in Tier 10. But, to make up for the poor DPM, you obviously feature an incredibly dangerous gun when it comes to your high explosive output. And we're going to aim it on the 57. I don't trust my gun with an HE, but that's still 600 damage into his tank, and we back on up. I'm not really sure what this 57 Heavy's plan is either. Interesting. Okay, well, we are just going to drive right on over, and I'm going to aim in. Oh, wait a sec. I'm going to aim it on the, whatever. We'll just aim it on the 57. There you go. I was hoping I could kind of HE that 907, but, you know, when I think about it, honestly, I feel like the 57 Heavy's a bigger threat as it is. So, we got the VK90, we got the E5, we got a lot of threats here when you actually look at it. And that is something that's a little bit sussler. Well, I think our team's doing a decent job of holding over there. So I'm going to push up, and we're going to see if I can get a shell. And he just cuts right through my turret. That's one of the things that I don't love about this vehicle, is the fact that its armor is... Well, what are we doing, game? I would love for my E5 to help me, but nope, he's not going to. He's going to sit and watch me die, it looks like. Well, let's hope that my armor actually does something. Oh, there you go. E5 finally decided to grow some big boy pants and help me out. Thank you. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't help me too much. We're going to aim it on this 4202, and there you go. Nice shot for 648, and now we back up. Okay, well, my teammate dies, and I just realized that this team kind of sucks, to be entirely honest. Don't want to be shot by the VK. Let's just push up here, and... Oh, that sucks. Unfortunate. Alright, well, we actually have the Rhino, who dies. I'm going to pretend like I have a shot, and that's going to force this 4202 back. And that's obviously a decent thing for me to do. Oh, there you go. We got a bounce, and... HE! Haha! Yes! Alright, well, we're not dead yet. We're getting there. We're definitely gonna die in this game, but we're not dead yet. Oh, Murat bounces me, and I'm kind of hoping, right now at least, that the 183 gives me a nice little juicer of HE, and there you go, 975 right into his lower plate. So that was a pretty good game, actually. 4,522 damage. There's nothing I would have been able to do to win that game. I mean, let's be honest. My team sucked, and that's it. I mean, they had a bad team too. Their 57 Heavy literally drove out in the open and died immediately, dealing 700 damage. But unfortunately, our E5 had about the same brain cells as, like, Roadkill. Like, all he had to do was push behind the VK90 wide and distract him. And that would have allowed me to nuke the VK-90, and then we could have pushed up on the bridge and pushed the 4202 off. We probably wouldn't have won, but it still would have been nice to at least have one teammate support me, but so, little unfortunate there. We can see where the BZ-75 has advantages and disadvantages against its opponents. The nice thing is that when the gun works, it works really well. A 975 HE is kinda crazy. Too bad that you don't have much else going for you in terms of premium pen. And you notice that while the armor is okay on the tank, it's definitely nothing incredible, so you gotta be a little careful. However, that game was actually pretty fun, and it's what I love about the BZ-75. The gun on this vehicle just frickin' chunks. It really does. So, E50M is spotted. We are detected ourselves, and that's not too surprising. They have two 183s. Oh, no, one 183. Okay, well, that's better. Okay. I'm gonna move over here. I don't love this tank's armor, obviously. Like, it's not amazing armor. Well, we got the VK-90. We're spotted again, which means they probably have a tank destroyer over there. I can't do anything about that. I cannot do a single thing about it. That's what sucks about Faust, is that it is an entirely TD-based map, depending on... Oh, no, don't do it, Batchat. Okay, good. The Bat's making a smart leave, and not a stupid one. Okay, well, yep, there's the enemy boss Shation. Okay, well... Oh my god, their Batchat literally just got clapped. That's actually kind of wild. Oh, there's the VK-90. Come on, go for it. There you go. 693 shot right into the side. I knew he was going to push it. I mean, Flumo's a good player, but it's just... It's very easy to read what's going to happen in a game, and if you can take advantage of that, why not? So, what are we going to do here? Well, we see the Hori. The thing that I don't see is the 183, and that is a bit cringe. So, I got to be real careful right now. Without knowing where their 183 is, I really can't do anything too aggressive, and... Oh! 806 into that 121. Just like that, 2 shots, 1,500 damage dealt. So what am I going to do now? Well, I am going to chill right here, and I think we should be unspotted at this point. So I'm going to flex off to the side of the VK-90, and bonk. There you go. 920 into his tank. That's gotta hurt. That's actually gotta hurt a lot. Now, unfortunately, we have kind of put ourselves in a real awkward position here, but we'll see what happens. This is definitely winnable if our team does things. There you go. Nice. Let's activate my speed boost, and let's see what this E50 ends up doing. That tore a hole right in my soul there. That really just... Again, like, this tank, it has some really, really good capabilities, but it's all RNG based, and unfortunately, our RNG in that shot did not love us. Okay, well, we have the enemy BZ on flank above us. We have the Hori in front, and I hate to break it to you, Hori, but reactive armor does not block HE damage, so we just did 800 damage to that Hori. His reactive did 0 to stop that. So we're going to reload again. The 183 is obviously a big ol' threat for that player, and we're going to aim in right on the Hori, and bonk, 804. Man, I love this tank. I really do. You just can't do what I did in that situation there in any other tank. It's only this vehicle that can really get away with those juicer high explosive shots. Now, obviously, we're not going to get too much more out this game, but I'll take the extra 120 damage. A pretty good result. The VK-90 player on their team, I know him. I actually played a comp season with him. He's a very good player, but he put himself in a very poor position. I saw the moment that my team was flanking the rear. I don't know if you noticed, but our team was rolling around the outside of the missile silo, being our Balchation and Vickers Light. And even though the Batchat got absolutely crapped on and did literally nothing as a 42%er, he distracted the tank destroyers. And because of that, I knew for a fact Flumo was not going to be looking at me, and I got to his side and rolled 930 on the HE, and that instantly took him out of the game. It's crazy what this tank can do. I absolutely love the BZ-75. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be running this vehicle with speed boost because there's no point. I just did it for the video, and thankfully it worked out pretty well. But yeah, super fun, and I actually had a blast. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about today's gameplay and the BZ-75. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.